There we go. Thanks for that, Melissa. It is amazing when you get the assignment home for your and your teacher says you got a great science fair project ahead of you, and then you never know that it's going to change the way we do things and the way people kind of view sports and the safer helmets. Joining us right now, Rodney McInnes. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
This is the story. This is how it all started. Your son came home with the science fair project.
Right. He did a science fair project in 2011, and he basically did some experimentation with various foams and developed a little drop test that he could compare helmets and test different foams. And what he found was that a high-density memory foam like this is the magic foam that actually changed the way that the G-forces worked in the helmets.
This foam is it's really quite interesting. It's different than other foams that I've felt.
Yeah, he tried different types of foams. That foam's made in Montreal by a manufacturer of a mattress. It's a special high-density memory foam. And what he was able to show was a significant difference between existing helmets, somewhere between 300 and 500% improvement. So he did the regional science fair. He actually won that. And then he was introduced to a prof at Ottawa U, Dr. Hashizaki. And Dr. Hashizaki suggested between the regional and the national that he build a carbon fiber helmet. So
what was that like to get a call from a professor saying, listen, I understand, I've heard about this project, and I have ideas for you?
Well, that was pretty neat. Like, he gave us a tour of the lab, and he got to meet the graduate students, but it was a suggestion that he had of doing a carbon fiber one that I think made the difference at the nationals. So we were lucky to have a fellow named Curtis Watson here in town, a vice president of combat sports that make carbon fiber hockey sticks, and he actually allowed my son Danny to build the helmet in his factory. So this was just a prototype for the science fair. It's actually made out of the mold itself was made out of a dome, a street lamp dome.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
So it's very round. This wouldn't be a production helmet, but Curtis showed Danny how to work with carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is very expensive and quite rare to get. I was told it was about $12,000 a roll.
Oh wow!
So
okay.
Very expensive.
Yes. That's usually out of the budget for a take-home project.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
It's remarkable. And so it's amazing how far it's come, but this is actually something, and I know your son had concussion, so this was something that hit close to home.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, it was a science fair project of passion for him. And so what's happened afterwards was we actually decided to take the concept and then work on how to do a production helmet. So he and I worked on basically a 3D design, enough to file a patent. That patent was granted in January. So now we're off trying to get various helmet manufacturers to look at this and consider putting material like this into a production helmet. So that's our objective right now.
Well, I mean, it makes a lot of sense, and it's not necessarily taking the design of the other helmets, but changing what's actually going inside the helmet. And so you have this wonderful open house that's happening tomorrow, and this is great for coaches, for teams, for investors to really get in on this.
Yeah, we're anxious to have people come and see it. Danny's going to be doing a demonstration of the technology and showing how it really works. I'm going to be talking about the possible business directions we're going in. And we've also got a company, Key the City, that's partnered with us for a team fundraiser. They're going to be there explaining their team fundraiser for teams that want to consider this fall. So.
Well, I think with the amount of information that's out there right now on concussions, I think people are looking for the best alternative to be able to have your kids enjoy the sport, but know that there's a safety aspect to it. So where's the open house happening?
It's at 42 Antares Drive, Unit 105. There's information on saferhelmets.com about the open house. If people can register, that would be great, because we'll estimate how much food and drink to bring. But other than
you throw that in there, you know you got people coming for sure.
But there's no free beer.
And it's happening from 4 to 8 tomorrow night.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It's amazing to see how a story starts and product starts, and really I think it could really make a difference for thousands, millions of kids after they've got the safety in there. And once again, the information listed on your screen, saferhelmets.com as well if you're looking for more information.